Hello everyone, before we get into this video, if you could please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and maybe share the video with a friend who's trying to get into Twitch. But without further ado, this is my thoughts on how I got from 0 to 1,000 followers on Twitch. Just before we get into this video, I just want to mention that this is stuff that you can start doing right away and that is free to do. It's not like buying better equipment, right? Yes, those things are important, but I wanted to make this video more about like people's thoughts and approach to streaming rather than pick up a better camera, pick up a better microphone, or whatever the case may be. These are things that you can start doing right away, and without further ado, get into this video. Right, so jumping into the video, this is in no particular order by the way, but the first one I wrote down is probably the most important, and that is engagement. So at this stage, the number one thing that will separate someone is how engaging one is with the chat. You can't afford, when you have like say like 100 followers, you know a few viewers, you can't afford to not pay attention as much as you can to chat, right? Chat needs to be your number one priority, right? You can't do what the big streamers do or like pro players do at Fortnite or FIFA or COD or whatever the game may be, where you concentrate more on the game than you do on chat. Because people won't sit with that, because it's not like you're bringing elite level gameplay, or it's not like you've grown the audience where people just want to watch you play the game and like have those moments with you, right? You're at the stage where you need to be as engaging as possible with chat, because that will lead to rewarding people for coming back by being super engaging with them in chat. So, for example, for like me starting out, like I had someone who is now my mod and most loyal viewer come in first day of me streaming, asked me to do something for them in FIFA, and I did it for them. And then they kept coming back, and I was super engaging with them, super made sure they were rewarded for coming back. I gave them a mod, and they've been so supportive ever since. And that is because I was just so engaging with them. Yeah, guys, you just got to be so engaging with chat, right? You can't afford to just ignore them and play the game. Your number one priority is chat, not the game. Number two is stick to what you know, and this sort of ties into the engaging thing, right? But don't follow a trend if you are not good at that game. Right, and this is because you won't be as entertaining because you're not very good at it, and also you'll have to concentrate more on the game than chat. So again, for an example for me was that after FIFA died, I'm mainly a FIFA streamer. After FIFA died, went downhill a little bit, after team of the season, everyone started playing F1, and I was looking at it and I was thinking, well, actually, with the F1 as a game, right, you can't be super engaging with chat because you're concentrating on the race. If you look away for a second, you'll miss the point where you have to brake and go around a corner, and so you'll suck at the game, right, or you'll suck at reading chat. There wasn't really a middle ground. So I decided not to get F1 because it just wouldn't work for me. And I think this applies to everyone. Don't go for games. I don't play COD because I'm not very good at COD. So one, it's not enjoyable to watch. And two, right, I just have to concentrate on COD to be any sort of level of decent, which means that I just completely ignore chat. So it ties back into the engagement thing, but stick to what you know, stick to what you're good at. What games you enjoy, right, that will come out in your streams. So don't play games just because it's top games. Sure, look at games that are on the rise and see if you'd be good at it, but don't pick up a game just because it's the number one game right now. If you don't enjoy it, it won't come through in your streams. So number 3 is get creative with channel points, and get creative in general, but mainly channel points, and I'll explain. So firstly, get creative in general. Make sure you have a creative background. I've got Miles here. He's my sort of like stream assistant. I've got like my flat photo up there, right? This framing is not by accident. It's to be like as interesting as possible. I talk to Miles throughout my stream. He's sort of like an assistant. He's become a personality in my streams, right? Don't just have a white background behind you. Make sure you have an interesting background, shows your personality a bit. Then the main point, get creative with channel points. Channel points are so slept on with Twitch, so slept on. And the way you want to think about it is that like there's 3 levels of like reward for the streamer and the chat. So for example, you've got one level which is bits and donation, which is solely the viewer saying to the streamer, well done, I enjoy your content, here, have some money. Then you've got subs, and subs is 50-50. You've got the viewer who pays the money to the streamer, but they also get something out of it. They get like the recognition, they get the badges, they get the emotes if you do sub giveaways, blah blah blah. And then channel points, which is so slept on Twitch, right, is solely rewarding the viewer, saying, here you go, this is what you get from watching. So if you have bad channel points, people are less inclined to build them up, right? So make sure you have good channel points. Talk to your Twitch chat about what they want in channel points, right? Some things you'll be able to do, some things you won't be able to do. It's a really good way of rewarding your Twitch chat for watching your streams without throwing money at them. Also, don't be afraid to give out channel points. I have a spreadsheet of about 50 names on there where I give out channel points for doing various things. If you win a game of marbles, I give you channel points. If you refer a friend to the channel, I'll give you channel points. If you win stream bingo, which we don't really do anymore because FIFA sort of died, but if you did, if we played that, you got channel points. Don't be afraid to give out channel points, because that will help people build towards the longer term things, and people want to do that if you have really good channel points. So make sure you use channel points, get creative with them. Don't be afraid to like get out of your comfort zone with them. Like I've got one that's like simply doing the Macarena, and people love it because I do the Macarena, you know. And I've got one that's at like 2 million, which is travel anywhere in the world, which is like will take people ages to collect, even if like they like use all my ways of gaining channel points, but it's something in the back of their minds that they can build towards. So don't be afraid to get creative with them. Make sure you are creative with them. Don't be afraid to give them out, because it's a really good way of rewarding people for viewing. And like people will love it. If you have good channel points, people will love coming back because they know that they can do they can make you do something silly and have fun with you. Number 4 is ban toxic people, even if they're super supportive. Because it will help you in the long run. A toxic Twitch chat is not a fun Twitch chat. So if someone's being toxic and they're consistently being toxic, even if they're one of your most loyal viewers or a mod, right, make sure you ban them. This happened to me early on. I had someone who was toxic. They were like a young kid. I made them mod because I needed a mod, right? They kept being toxic to people. I unmodded them. They didn't learn their lesson. They kept being toxic to people, and I kept giving them chances, and eventually I just said, look, you gotta go. I lost a viewer, but I don't know how many I've gained, right? I don't know how many I've gained because this person's gone now. So make sure you ban toxic people, however supportive they may be. It's not worth it. It will help you in the long run. So trust me on that one. So a couple of smaller ones coming up, and I'll leave a big one for the end. But number 5 is start a Discord. A Discord's a really good way of engaging with your viewers off stream. And also, as you build that up, you'll have access to an audience who is fairly loyal to you. So when you go live, will have access to like 150 people or 100 people or 50 people who are fairly loyal to you, who may miss the notification, may have their notifications off on Twitch, whatever the case may be, but you have access to that many people when you're going live, what you're doing in stream, so you can drop it there. And also it's a good way of building a community. So yeah, start a Discord. Then number 7 is stick to Twitch etiquette. Stick to it. I swear, people are the worst at this, but don't grow the wrong way. And what I mean by that is don't go into people's streams and tell them you're a streamer. Just go into someone's stream and start like being a part of the community and start like networking and start talking to people. Give them a raid, and then they'll start to notice you more and you'll be a part of their community a bit more and a bit more, right? Don't go into somewhere and just say, oh, I'm streaming, or oh, like I'm going live at this time. I can't tell you how many times I've had people come in who use my stream as a way of telling people they're going live. So many times. It's just like a straight timeout, straight ban now. Because it's not the right way to grow. You're going to piss off people, right? You're going to create bad relationships with other streamers, right? And it will just mean that you'll be known as a bad person. And you won't grow consistently. You just won't grow consistently. Don't take the shortcut. Build a community of your own. Start raiding like certain people you want to build a community with who seem like nice people, right? And they will reward you for being part of their community rather than just going into their chat and just saying, hey, by the way, I'm going live, or hey, by the way, I started streaming, can you give me a shout out? Right? People won't do it. People don't like doing it. Make sure you stick to Twitch etiquette. Just a general rule of thumb, don't mention specific streamers in someone else's stream. You know, like I'm not really strict on it, but even if someone's talking about someone else, unless they're the big dogs, you know, like that, just people like know who it is, especially smaller streamers, I say no like specific names, because like if you get specific with names, it just means that like it's just a recipe for disaster. Someone will start slagging off someone specific, saying like, I don't like what this streamer did, and like it will get messy. General rule of thumb, keep other streamers' names out of your Twitch chat unless it's like someone like everyone knows, which is fine. Like for example, for me, like if someone started talking about Castro or Matt HD Gamer in my FIFA streams, I just leave it. But like if it's like a smaller streamer, I just say like, please, can we not have like specific names in the chat? Because it's just not good Twitch etiquette. All right, and my final thought and suggestion is, and this is one of the most important ones as well with the engagement one, is don't stream at peak times. What? But Jazz, how am I going to get viewers? Blah, 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 blah. Shush. Listen to me. Don't stream at peak times, and there are so many reasons for this. What you've got to understand is Twitch isn't like YouTube. Discoverability on Twitch is really hard. Right? How many of you have come home from work, come home from school, come home, whatever the case may be, and turned on your favorite streamer and left Twitch? Left it. Like gone, made dinner, like sat down, right? You know, I can't tell you how many times I came home from work, put on my favorite FIFA streamer, and just left it. I wasn't searching, right? People at peak times are watching people they want to watch. They're not discovering people. And Twitch, it is hard to discover people. If you don't stream at Twitch peak times, it is less likely people's favorite streamer is streaming, so they are more likely to go around and looking for other streamers. Another thing you got to remember is that you are in the growth stage, right? You are trying to gain people who will be viewers, right? So the best way to do that is not stream, and I don't mean stream in the middle of the night. I mean just stream around peak times that people, where people go live. Like I know that like so many Twitch streamers for FIFA go live at 6 p.m, right? yes, my viewership may be higher if I stream around 6 p.m. because more of my viewers are on, but I'm still in the growth stage. So I don't stream like post 6 p.m. really, or too often, because right, not a lot of people are discovering me. I've done a couple of evening streams. My followership during those streams is way lower than people than like during the day streams or afternoon streams, right? So make sure you understand what platform you are on. Also, this stems into don't be concerned with average viewers. There's just no point. There's just no point. Even I bet even the big streamers aren't concerned with average viewers. I'm much more concerned with number of followers on the day, because that shows me how entertaining I've been, and like the times I've streamed, it shows like people thinking it's worth giving me a follow, and unique chatters and unique viewers, because those are the people who that's the number of the unique people who have seen my stream, and the number of people who have actually like engaged with my stream. And those are really important numbers for knowing how likely it is for someone to join the conversation, how many people actually see my streams during the day, and then how many people follow. So those are like numbers that you should be more concerned with. Don't be concerned with like average viewership. You are in the growth stage, right? You are trying to gain followers and gain viewers, right? You don't need to be concerned with average viewership, right? I can't iterate this enough. Twitch it's hard to discover people, right? So if you make it easier to be discovered, right, by streaming at not peak times, not when like people's favorite streamers are on, right, you will be much more easy to be discovered. I can't tell you how many times that I've streamed during the day and people have come in and said I'm on their recommended for Twitch. I'm on their recommended section for Twitch, and that wouldn't happen if I stream later and there's 100 more FIFA streamers online, right, and they're all doing like the same thing or better things because they can throw money at the game, right? And I wouldn't be able to do that. So don't stream at peak times, or don't stream when other big streamers are streaming, right? Make sure you stream around those times so you're much more discoverable on Twitch. And I suppose like from that, like there's a load of like other ways to discover people on Twitch, like growing on other platforms, like starting a YouTube channel, etc. Obviously there's other ways to grow as well. Like I wanted to make this video about something that you can do right away. I didn't want to make this so that it was buy a DSLR or buy a Shure whatever microphone, right? Yes, those things will help you grow because the quality of your stream increases, but it's not the most important thing. These things that I've laid out are things that you can start doing right away, and things that you can think about for the future streams, and that's what I wanted. So that is my thoughts on it. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because I'd be really interested in hearing it. Check me out on Twitch. My link will be in the description. Come join the discussion. Come let me know what your thoughts are there. It's much easier way to engage with me, even if FIFA's not really your thing. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Maybe share this video with a friend because it could be helpful to them. But to everyone who's watching this video, to everyone who's not, I'm signing off. All love to you, and I'll see you next time. Maybe share it because it could help out. God damn it, Miles.